Breaking tonight, Liz Truss, the shortest-serving Prime Minister in British history. All attention now turning to who replaces her. Our political correspondent, Tom Harwood, live now at Westminster. Tom, what's fascinating is that, as far as I could see, the 1922 committee, this is going to be the subject of my digest in just a moment, doing all they can to stitch up this race so Boris Johnson had no chance of returning to number 10 Downing Street. However, Tom, lots of folk now telling me they believe Boris does have what it takes to make the 100 MP threshold. Do you agree, Tom? Because so far, over 40 MPs have already backed him publicly.
That's right, Dan. I can tell you that 41 as of this time this evening have now backed Boris Johnson. That is compared to 29 who are publicly backing Rishi Sunak, and indeed 15 who are publicly backing Penny Mordaunt as of 9 o'clock this evening. However, clearly there is a lot more to go, and the next 3 days will be incredibly crucial before that 2 p.m. deadline on Monday for those nominations. After that, we know the process goes a round of MP voting, perhaps a second round of MP voting, until you get down to those two candidates who go to the membership. But crucially, and perhaps interestingly, something that may well change the dynamic of this race, a further indicative vote of MPs between their final two. So we'll see where MPs believe who they might win, and that might be a different person to the membership. But overall, the extraordinary story of tonight is just how many MPs are backing the former Prime Minister Boris Johnson.
Indeed, and all of these whips, Tom. Because let's be honest, Tom, whatever you think of him, and you obviously know my views, fishy Rishi Sunak, he's not a unity candidate, is he? I mean, he's completely divisive.
Well, clearly, it's going to be a huge job for whoever gets it to bring the Conservative Party back together. Very clearly, there is a big division, open warfare that we've seen over the past 5 weeks. There have been one or two Conservative MPs who say they wouldn't serve under Boris Johnson. However, that's clearly going to be the case with Rishi Sunak as well. Penny Mordaunt, a name being considered, but far behind in terms of those public backers. Really, the next 12 hours is going to be vital in terms of early nominations, that early momentum, because ultimately it's about those quick names now in terms of who's going to see viable. At the moment, the race is looking more and more like Boris versus Rishi.
Tom Harwood, brilliant work today, live from Westminster. Thank you so much. And